Good morning, friends. Today's topic is the continuation of the Marmasari. This is the last part of the series of Marmasari topic, and here we are going to study about the each and every merm with all details about their measurement, about the structural types, prognostic type, their injury resultant, and some of the anatomical correlations. These anatomical correlations may be different in different books. What I have tried here is to give you the most uh, important one only, because it will be a big detailed thing if you go and talk about each and every nerve, and it will be very wide topic. So to summarize the topic, I have maintained the tabulated format only about each and every regional descriptive merma, and then I have tried to give you the description so that it will be easy for learning and to recall during the examinations also. So in the previous slides, we have seen that what was important, what were the different definitions, then different classifications. So everything will be now summarized in a very small format or in a tabulated format in a whatever is very important actually. That's all. So coming to the topic directly, first one is Sakhagata Marma. So here you can see a big sloka is there. Sloka I have broken down as per the name of the Marma, and then this is taken from Susu Saristhan, chapter number 6, sloka 24. This is specifically for the uh, Adha Sakha Sakti, that is lower extremity. So one by one we can read the sloka also, and we can follow the table which will be coming soon. So you can see here Tatra Padas Angush Madhya Angulio Madhya Chipram Maram Tatra Vidyas Achipram Maram, means in this particular thing Sanskrit has given the location, and then he has given the what will be the resultant if there is some type of injury. In the same sloka, in the commentary, Dalhad has also given everything in detail. So, just to summarize it, you can see first one is Chipra, Talhardaya, Purchasir, Gulfa, Indrabasti, Janu, then Urvi, then it will be Lohitaks, then it will be bit up in the lower limbs if you count. And everywhere you can take some example like Jangho, Urvo, Sandhane, Janu, Tar, Khanjata, or Uru Mathe, Urvi, Tatra, Sonit, Seya, Sakti, Susa, Janum, Urdham, Ubhaya, Tre, Angulam, Adi, Tatra, Toph, Adi, Vradhi, Sab, Saktita, Tha. So means it's better you learn this sloka so that you will be very much versed with all the topic. Otherwise, you can see this whole of the tabulated format. So here you can see it is first one is Chipra, the number are two in number. We are talking in the number on the basis of just the lower and light now. Okay, so total it will be four upper and lower if we go and mix it. But here it is only for the upper lower extremity, so it is two in number. Measurement is half angular pramana. Structurally it is Snayu type. On the prognostic basis it is Kalanta Pran, it is here it is given KL. If you correlate some anatomical relationship on the basis of baseline, it can be adductor hallucis brevis, lumbricals, plantar arch, location as per given by Sussman between great toe and fingers, and result of injury is convulsive and ultimately death if proper treatment not done. Always remember like this. Then comes Talhardya, this is also 2 in number, it is half angular in Praman, it is mass type, it is Kalanta Prana, flexor distal of brevis and longus, and adductor hallucis can be correlated with it. In the middle of the sole, on the line of middle finger. If you keep your hand like this, if you talk about the middle line, this is the middle of the palm. So here it can be somewhere. If you are talking about the foot, you have to just think about the sole of the foot. The resultant is pain and death. Here I have given you the simplest uh, meaning or simplest correlation in the modern English terms, so that it will be easy to know. But wherever needed, I have used the classical terms. For the classical, you can see previous slides. You can get the slokas also. Then come Kurchi, it is two in number. One palm in length, Snayu, Vekalica, flexor hallucis longus, abductor hallucis medial plantar on the both sides of proximal to the Chipra, Brahma, that is confusion, and tremors of the foot is the resultant on injury. Purchasira, again two in number, one angular praman, Snayu, Vekalica, peroneus brevis, and longus, peroneal artery on the distal sides of the Gulf and Sandhi. Resultant is pain adverse. So you can see certain, just like if it is Snayu, we have to talk about muscles or ligament or tendon. It's not correct because Susruth himself has said that all five constituents are present at a specific place. So we can take all the things also, or we can take only one of them, which is most important or most correlated to the structural predominance. It depends on us. But here I have given you on the sectional basis. Then come Gulfa, it is 2 in number, 2 angulate Brahma. It is Sandhi type, Ruja, the ankle joint and related all the structures means tendons, ligaments, retinaculum, vessels, nerves, all can be included here. Location is junction of foot and leg, functional deformity of the foot. So Sandhi type normally we see functional deformity only. Then come Indrabasti, 2 in number, half angulate Brahma, mass type, Karanta Prana, gastrocnemius, soleus and plantaris. That is back side of the leg. Basically, we have taken here. In the middle and anterior part of leg, dead due to the hemorrhage. So there might be some great vessel which is going to get punctured and the blood is going to get out. So that can be due to hemorrhage. Here we have taken muscles only because to give that important to the structural predominance. Then again Janu, it is 2, 3 angular in Praha, Sandhi type, Rujakar, the knee joint and all the related structure. Location is at the knee, functional deformity. Ani 2 half angular in Praha, Snayu type, Vaikalikar type, medial and lateral ligaments of knee joint, quadriceps femoris, adductor magnus. Location is above and both the sides of Janu, especially 3 angular. The measurement is also given from the Janu one. Edema and rigidity of the thigh. Urbi it is 2 in number, 1 angular in Brahma, Sira type, Kalanta Prana, femoral vessel, saphenous vessel, middle of the thigh, emaciation of thigh due to loss of emaciation means weakness of thigh in both physical format, especially you can say. Then comes Lohitaksh. It is 2 in number, half angular puma, Sira type, Kalanta Prana, femoral vessels, especially lying in the femoral triangle, you can say, and inguinal vessels and gland, above, over, and below the puncture at the root of limb, paralysis due to loss of blood. Then come bit up a very specific one, 2 in number, 1 angular puma, Snayu type, Vecalical type, especially spermatic cord, internal and external oblique, pattern which forms that you can call it canal also between britcha and root of the limb, impotency and oligospermia are the resultant of injury. So specifically, if you want to see or use the classical terms, you can directly take the terms from the sloka, which I have already shown you like this. Okay. Otherwise, you can follow this particular chart also. So here something is very important. You can see all the number are two in, so you don't need to remember the number again and again. And mostly you can see here there is no Satipranha timer here. Okay, so like this you can make some common things so that it will be easy for your recalling power. Next comes Sakhaka. So Sakhama Susruth has said whatever was already described, it is there here also, but there are basically some differences. The differences here are Tani Bhava, Manibandha, Purva, Kakshidharani. So basically three differences are there. In place of Gulfa there is Manibandha, in place of Janu there is Purpara, in place of Vita there is Kakshidhara. And then he has given some specific uh, injury resultants also, like विशेषस्तु मणिबंधे कुंठिता पूर्व राखी कोड़ी कक्षधरे पक्षाघात है. Okay, so you can see in this table also, so basically most of the things are same only, but you just have to remember that anatomical correlations will be changed. But like earlier we were talking about the lower extremity, so the things like adductor hallucis was there, flexor hallucis was there. Okay, but here basically the things will be for the upper. The little bit difference is going to come. There will be no difference in location, result of injury, number, measurement, structure or prognostic time. Okay, so we just see the basically the anatomical things only which are going to change it here. So we are only going to talk about the changeful things. So first you can see, first I am talking about Chipra, 2 in number, half angular provides Snayu type, Karatha type. Here it is adductor pollicis, flexor pollicis brevis, plantar arch. Rest will be same. So specifically we can see the Manibandha, it is 2 in number, 2 angular in pronoun, Sandhi type, Ruja type, wrist joint and related structures. There it was Gulf, so we have written ankle joint and related structure, junction of forearm and hand, the functional deformity of wrist area or hand area. Then the difference was Kurkura, it is 2 in number, 3 angular in pronoun, Sandhi type, Rujaka type, it is elbow joint and related structure. There it was Janu, that is knee joint and related structure. At the elbow, functional deformity is going to come here. Urvi and Vahavi just name are changed, nothing else is changed. Basically, if you see, only the anatomical feature will change. So here it is brachial vessel, ulnar and medial nerve. Next is Kakshidhara in the place of Vita. There is 2 in number, 1 angular in Praman, Snayu type, Vecalical type, brachial plexi and axillary vessels you can take. between thorax and axilla, paralysis due to loss of blood. So you can easily understand that basically there will be something which is going to get punctured and good amount of blood can be taken out. So all this basically we can correlate with the upper extremity. So these are some pictures you can see. Supramarma, Urchmarma, then Talhridaya, Lohitaksh, Urvi. So they have also correlated the thing basically on the structural predominance or the resultant of injury. Okay, so there may be some differences in pictures also if you find on the net or you can see in the book also. This is just a symbolic type of thing. And there are more Gulfamarma, Janu Marma, again Talhridaya, then Kakshidhara Marma. Now coming towards the second part, second regional division, that is Postgata or Udargata Marma. So here we have talked about the names. So you can see some of them. I'm going to read this loka version also. Tatra Vat Varthu Nirstanam, Sulant Pratibaddham, Gudam Nam Marma, Tatra Satya Maranam. This was about the description of Buddha. Then you can see Navi, Pakwase, Amase, Madhya, Sira, Prabha, Navi, Tatrapi, Satya Marno. Now here you can see very quickly on description of Marma. So Shruth has very well described the anatomy also, of structural anatomy or visceral anatomy. From whenever we learn about the post anga or post, from here also we can take various references for specifically defining any type of viscera of the thing. So like you can see a very good description here is given about Hriday also Stanyo Madhya Adhishta. You see how beautiful it is. Stanyo Madhya Adhishta Amasyo Dwara Saturas Tamas Adhisthanam Hridayam Tatrapi Satya Evmana means first of all they given in the middle of the thorax, just above to the opening of the stomach, and then basically some things are present in Saturas Tam is present, and this is what the location of Hriday. So from these particular slopes also we can use it other places also if you want to learn more about the concepts of viscerology in Ayurveda also. Very soon I am going to upload the PPT for this also, concept of viscerology in Ayurveda. There also you can see these things. So coming to the tabulated format. So it is first is Buddha. It is 1 in number, 1 palm in length, mass type. SP means Satiprana, sphincter any internus, externus, rectus plexus, corrugator ani muscles. Location as given, it is place of water, excretion of feces and flatus, and it is attached to the large intestine. Resultant is immediate death because it is Satiprana. Then come Basti, it is also 1 in number, 1 palm in length, Snayu type, Satiprana, urinary bladder and related structures, superior or inferior pubic ligaments. It is as per location, it is inside the cutty and contains mass and sonita. Here some specific thing is given about some clinical point is given directly about the stones. It's like asmari. So you can see here it is written immediate date. If asmari is present on both the side, then there. If it is present on the bund of the side, it can only cause the ulcer and discharge. So can be treated. So likewise, they have given some specific points also. Then comes Navi. It is one in number, 1 palm in length, Sira type, Sadiprana, solar plexus, abdominal aorta, inferior epigastric vessels, or you can simply also correlate with the inferior or a small intestine also between Pakwasa and Amasa as per location I am seeing. Then it is also Satiprana, so immediate death. So you can understand by immediate perforated intestine can be one of the reasons. Because in modern anatomy, navi is not taken as an organ, it is actually taken as the remnant of the umbilicus. So whatever is below to this, we can think about it. So basically, it is the coils of small intestine. We can take it here. Then come Hridaya, it is one in number, 1 palm, Sira, Sadiprana, heart and related vessels. It is between the mammary glands near the opening of stomach, seat of Triguna, Saturajanta. This particular location I have taken directly from my slope. I haven't put any modern inputs here, and neither I have put any modern inputs in result of injury. Okay, so it is also immediate. So first four you can simply understand. They are one in number. They are one palm in length. They all are Satyaprana. So like this, you can understand some common things from the table. Next, second half of the table, Stanimu, they are two in number, 2 anguli in Prana, Sira type, Kalantar Prana, KP means Kalantar Prana, internal mammary vessels, axillary lymph node, intercostal vessels, below stomach, both the side, that is below the mammary glands, leads to cup cone costa, thoracic cavity is going to be filled with mucus, gas, swas, and consequently death will occur. Then comes Stanarohit, 2 in number, half anguli in Prana, mass type, Kalantar prana, again intercostal muscles and vessels, pectoralis major and minor muscle can also be included here. Above the nipples, both the side, leads to Lohit Purna Koshta, cavity filled with blood, cast swas and consequently death. Aplap, they are two in number, half angular proman, Sira type, Kalantar prana, subclavian vessels and brachial plexus. Roots simply can be taken or pods can be taken here, located between the acromion and above the parts. Rakt puyeta, that is septicemia, and ultimately death. Upstamba, two in number, half angular pramana, Sira type, Kalanta pramana, pulmonary vessel, brachiotracheal tree and vessels. These are two vata nadis on the both the sides of thorax. Thoracic cavity is going to be filled with vata, vata purna koshta, cast was and consequently death. So the last one you can simply understand they are specifically about the thoracic region, and the thoracic region basically organs are lungs and heart. So here heart is already been taken separately. So these are the something related with the thoracic cavity only. So that why the symptom is very common, gas, swas, and ultimately that is there if not treated properly. So this you can understand. Again, number is two, and all four are Kalantar, Pranahara, Marma. So some common things you have to take out to increase your recall power. This diagram where you can see some points are given. Here the points are given for Prashtkata also. So we are going to learn the Prashtkata now. So Prashtkata, again you can see the slokas are taken directly from Susur Samhita Sarison 6/25. So we can see here also one sloka we can take it out. Tatra Prashtvan Subhaya Prati Soni Kanda Masni Katik Tarone Tatra Soni Chayat Pandu Vigono Hin Rupas Mirite. We can see location is given and then the symptoms are also given. So coming towards this table, you can see Katiktaru, 2 in number, half angular perma. Here you will see everything is half angular perma. Then it is asthi type, Kalantar prana, ilium, sacroiliac ligament on the both sides of Prishtwas at the solid gland. Loss of blood, Pandu Vaivani, means discoloration due to loss of blood, you can understand, and awkward shape and ultimately if not treated at time, then can be death also. Then comes Tukandra, 2 in number, half angular and Sandhi type, Vakalkar prana, ischium, pubis joint, sciatic nerve, gluteal vessels can be taken on the lateral parts of gluteal region, both the sides of vertebral column, but much inferior to the above one. There will be loss of sensation, paralysis of lower part of body. So basically, you can understand there may be something little bit sciatica. It seems. Next comes Nitamba, 2 in number, half angular in praman, asthi type, Kalantar prana, sacroiliac joint and ligament, sacrum bone and sacral plexus. It is above the pelvic bone, covering RCA and between two lateral parts. Emaciation of lower part of body, general weakness and death will also be here. Then comes Parsandhi, 2 in number, half angular in praman, Sira type, Kalantar prana. Common iliac vessels, hypogastric plexus can be taken here. They are tied with the lower part of hip, oblique and upward, and in between the hip bones. Blood-filled cavities and ultimately death. These are the some parts of which lies in pelvic cavity above four. Next three are especially on the back side of thoracic region. We can see Brathi, 2 in number, half angular in prana, Sira type, Kalanta prana, subscapular vessels, lymph nodes, circumflex nerve, at the level of sternum on the both lateral parts of vertebral column. Complication related to hemorrhage and thus death can occur if not treated. On solar 2 in number, half angular in praman, asthi type, vacalical praman, thoracic vertebrae, related structure, trapezius or rhombitis can also be considered here. At the upper part of back on the both lateral parts of vertebral column, at the union of three bones, emaciation of upper limb will be the injury resultant. Arms are 2 in number, half angular in praman, snake type, vacalical praman, levator scapulae, subscapular vessels, scapula, coracoacromial ligament, between Bahu, Murtha, and Griva and attached to the arms of it and Skandha. Rigidity of arm or frozen shoulder you can see will be the resultant of injury. So here you can see number is 2 for everyone. Measurement is half angle for everything. Then the first four are the parts of pelvic cavity, next three are the parts of back of the thoracic region. So likewise, you can understand this particular table. Next comes the Urdhva Jatrugatar Marma, that is above clavicle, that is head and neck region. So again same pattern. Tatra kant nadi ubhaya chatastro dhamnyo dve nili dve jamanye vestin tat mukta swar vaikatata aras grahita cha. So here again location, some specific points, and then the injury resultant is given. Next you can also read Girvayam ubhaya chatastram sira mataka tatra satyo marnam Thirugirivio Sandhane Kirkatike Tat Chal Murdita. Like this, we will come to table directly. The first is Nilamanya, we have taken directly 2 in number, total 4. One palm in length, Sira type, Vacalical prana, internal and external jugular artery, or you can say vessels directly, jugular vein, both lateral part of Kantanadi, mukta, dumpness, abnormal voice, loss of taste sensor. Here in this table particularly, we have to take more concern about the one points which are directly related with some type of sensory organ. Because question may come like this also, that write down in detail the anatomy or the description of nerve which are related with indri or sensory organ. So dumpness mukta also will be one of them. Then comes matrika, 80 number, one palm in length, Sira type, Sadiprana, branches of common carotid artery, vagus of phrenic nerve on the both sides of the neck. Immediate death is the resultant of injury because it is Sadiprana. Then comes Krikartika, 2 in number, half angular in pronoun, Sandhi type, Vacalical prana, it is altento-occipital joint, cervical bone, vertebral artery, location on the junction of head and neck, instability of the head in movement condition. Vidura, 2 in number, half angular in pronoun, Snayu type, Vacalical prana, mastoid muscle, facial nerve, auricular nerve, posterior and inferior to ear. Again, you can see the resultant is deafness, so it is also related with sensory organ, that is ear. Then comes fauna, 2 in number, half angular in pronoun, Sira type, Vacalical prana, facial vessels, olfactory nerve, nasal bone and ethmoid bone can be correlated here. Location is given on the both the sides of olfactory tract and deeply attached to the pathway. And somnia can be the resulted. Insomnia means loss of smell. So Nilamanya, Vidura, Fun, they all were related with some type of sensory organs. Then comes two, together we are going to take Apang and Avarta. They are two in number, half angular and one. First one is Sira type, second one is Sandhi type. Both are Vacalical prana, anterior ciliary artery, optic vessels, and nerve. It is located outer canthus and below to the lateral limits of eyebrows, blindness and impaired vision. If you talk about aorta, frontal bone, sphenoid bone, joint, optic and frontal nerve also above the eyebrows, blindness and impaired vision is the result. So again, you can see Vidura, Fana, Apang, and Avarta all are related to some type of sensory organs. So you should remember it separately also. Sankha. Sankha 2 in number, half angular tumor, asthi type, Satiprana, temporal bone and artery, facial and quarter tympani nerve, above and lateral ends of the eyebrows, between the kern and lalata. Immediate death will be the resultant. At this side of your head, if you want to understand it, and there basically a middle meningeal artery is going to come out. If there is some type of injury, there will be blood loss, and there can be, if not taken proper care, then can be immediate death also. Then comes two very specific one, Uthchep and Stepney. They are only example of Visalagnimer, that is 3 number. Stepney here it is mistakenly written 2, but it is 1 in number. Uthchep are 2 in number. Both are half angular in Praman. Snayu type, Sira type. The temporal muscle, bone and artery above Sankhamar at the level of hair limit. And Stepney is supraorbital and facial vessels and nerve and sagittal sinus between eyebrows. Resultant is same because they both fall in same category, physiological one. So soon the removal of traumatic thing, person dies. But if the traumatic things or weapon falls down after healing, the person is going to. So you can see this definition in more better way in previous lecture where we have talked about the prognostic type of classification. Next, the Simanta, they are 5 in number, one permanent Sandhi type, Kalanta prana, sutures of the skull and related structures, joints located in head and they divide the skull. Very specifically, they have given here some psychological abnormality like Chittanasa, Bhay, and that means some type of mental disorders will be occurring here if something happens to the Simanta area. Then comes Ringatak, they have 4 in number, one palm in length, Sira type, Satiprana, supraorbital vessel, frontal diploic vein, and sagittal sinus. Here it is given confluence of vessels which supply nose, ear, eyes, and tongue. So it is something which is directly related with all your sense organs you can see, and resultant is sudden death is something happens to you. Then come the Lord of Months, that is Adhipati, 1 in number, one palm in length, Sandhi type, Satiprana, occipitofrontal joint, parieto-occipital joint, confluence of veins located in superior part of intracranial portions, and ultimately immediate death will be the resultant. So these are the things. You can see some points are shown here also for the typical point. They may different in different books. Okay, So whatever you want to follow, basically we should follow the social locations only. So it will be easier for us to understand. There is something very controversial like Sangata, where it is you can follow. But he has given these are the some vessels or some nutrient providing things which are going to supply you all the nutrient, sense organ. So like this, if we have proper knowledge of head and neck anatomy, also we can correlate something with it. So that's all for this big topic. Very important topic for both long question as well as short question. So I have tried myself to give you the most summarized things. Try to make the tables, follow it, make some common points, and try to revise this daily and recall back the things. The slokas are best thing to revise it, but if you are not good with words, so try to learn table first, then you can put back in the slokas. That's also a way to learn the things. That's all. Thank you.